You got to ask, when you was drafted, the idea was for you to be the Steph Curry prototype, right? Reflecting on those first comparisons amongst yourself, obviously Steph. Talk to us a little bit about like how did that feel? Was it pressure coming in because of the comparison to Steph? And because, you know, y'all games are similar. The way y'all can shoot the ball and stretch the floor and play make and create, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, play under the rim and still be able to finish and make magic. So, you know, talk to us a little bit about like that pressure of just the comparison to Steph.
Yeah. That really all started in college. Obviously, like after my first 4 or 5 games, we played in that field night tournament, had a really good showing, and then we were on ESPN every day, and I swear that's all they was pushing was the next Steph Curry. Like this, and they was just blowing it up, and it was every day, every on talk shows, everything in college, and it just, I mean, I never paid too much attention to it. I never was like, yeah, I'm about to be the next Steph.
Right.
No, like I was always felt like I took a little bit from everybody's game. My favorite player was Steve Nash growing up, and like he's led the league in assists multiple years. I mean, and unfortunately, he's also led the league in turnovers, which I've done in a couple of years too. So, but that's like I take pieces from a lot of players, and so like that's why I feel like me and Steph, we have some similarities, yeah. But I mean, I also get 10 assists a game. Like I also love getting everybody. He can probably score a few more points than me, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather get everybody involved and things like that. So there's some things about our games that's different, and so now I just always try to use that as like a way to, whenever I get to a certain level, that the next high school player, they're getting compared to Tre. It ain't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like they getting compared to me now. So that's how I kind of use it as kind of motivation too.
Yeah, because I'm sure Steph had to catch wind of like, oh, there's another version of me coming into this league. I'm sure he had to get wind of that. Because, I mean, you was the talk coming out of college.
He said something that when I was in college too, that just made it even more. It was like middle of Big 12. Like I was in the middle of my high too. And we were like top 5 in the country, and he had said something like he's so electrifying every time you watch him, and so like obviously they gonna
run
over right then and there.
They're gonna run it. They're gonna run it even more. So
has he built a relationship with you since you've been in the league or coming into the league?
For sure. For sure.
Try to take you under his wing.
Yeah, for sure. And I've worked out with his trainer Brandon Payne like over the years since I've been in the league, and I don't remember if it was coming into the draft when I first met Brandon, or after my rookie year, but we've been knowing each other for 5-6 years now. I mean, I remember Steph hit me after like he don't always hit me, like he knows, like we always, I mean every now and then he'll tap in or touch base and things like that. But I remember the first time I ever was on the trade block, and it was like right before a playing game, and I think it was 2 years ago, and that was like he texted me just telling me to stay focused and keep my head going and things like that. So he'll drop some knowledge and give me some advice and things like that every now and then, like as a supporter. So he's always been helpful.
Okay,
that's cool.
Because this is the first time we've heard of someone that's worked with a Steph trainer, right? So who's the trainer?
Brandon Payne.
He's a basketball trainer?
Yeah. The big dude, you always see him with him.
Okay, because we've heard the stories of like people that worked out with Steph, and Steph pretty much gassing them out.
Oh yeah.
Like is these workouts insane?
Oh, it's insane, bro. It's insane from the beginning to end. Like it's conditioning, and Steph does that at a different level now. He got his heart rate monitor, so he got his people
tracking.
Yeah, that's the next level, high level shit. That players don't.
Because that's what players, like people in the league see him and his greatness, but like they don't understand how tough it is to guard Steph because he does not stop moving.
Like even like no, we can talk about little things. Like even little things like when he's walking a player down, and he has some strength to him too. Like he'll bump you and like use some little tricks and get you off, and it's a little space that he needs, and he'll get some shots off.
Have you ever like done a weight workout? Because not only is he obviously well conditioned, but like you said, he's known for like, I think he deadlifts like 400, like something ridiculous that you would never guess. Like,
yeah. His strength trainer, they all be there. So we do stuff before and then get on the court.
Yeah,
and then
we got to get to the bottom of like who's that player is that like. Because the story is some dude or some player.
Some dude was throwing up or something.
Yeah. Do you know who this player is?
I don't know who that player is.